Good morning, everyone. What's going on? I just got to connect my headphones, and I got a quick video here to play, so maybe I'll start that while I'm setting up StreamYard.
This is not a dream.
I've got the reach and the teeth of a killing machine, with a need to bleed you when the light goes green. Best believe I'm in the zone to be, from a yin to my yang to Z. Put a grin on my chin when you come to me, cause I'll win, I'm a one of a kind, and I'll bring death to the place you're about to be. Another river of blood running under my feet, forged in the fire lit long ago. Stand next to me, you'll never stand alone. I'm last to leave, but the first to go. Lord, make me dead before you make me old. I feed on the fear of the devil inside, of the enemy faces in my sight. Aim with a hand, shoot with a mind, kill with a heart like Arctic ice.
I am a soldier and I'm marching on.
I am a soldier and I'm marching on.
I am a warrior, this is my song.
I am a warrior and this is my song. I'm bask in the glow of the rising war, lay waste to the ground of an enemy shore. Wade through the blood spilled on the floor, and if another one stands, I'll kill some more. Bullet in the breach and a fire in me, like a cigarette thrown to gasoline. If death don't bring you fear, I swear you'll fear these marching feet. Come to the nightmare, come to me, deep down in the dark where the devil be. In the mall where the jaws and the razor teeth, where the brimstone burns and the angel weeps. Crawl to the gods of across your path, and my silhouette hangs like a body bag. Hope is a moment now long past, the shadow of death is the one I cast. I am a soldier and I'm marching on. I am a warrior and this is my song. My eyes are steel and my gaze is long. I am a warrior and this is my song.
We're not just going to shoot the bastard. We're going to cut out their living guts and use them to grease the treads of our tanks. We're going to murder those lousy bastards by the bushel.
Now I live bleeding, I mean to inflict the grief, and the least of me is still out of your reach. The killer machine's gonna do the deed, and the river runs dry and my last breath leaves. Chin in the air with a head held high, I'll stand in the path of the enemy line. Feel no fear, know my pride, for God and country I'll end your life. I am a soldier and I'm marching on. I am a warrior and this is my song. My eyes are steel and my gaze is long. I am a warrior and this is my song.
All right, now you sons of bitches. You know how I feel.
.com, how you doing? How's everybody doing this morning?
Hey, Josh.
Hey, Myron. I'm just gonna drop right quick to connect my headphones and
Yep.
be right back.
Hey, slow burner, if you're still here, .com. How's it going this morning?
How's everything going today, Myron?
Oh, not too bad, I guess. Actually, great. My boss had stopped in and give me that $20 back on the tow. He stopped in this morning with 2 boxes of fucking meat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my freezer's right full. I won't have any room for any of the other stuff I got.
Oh, wow.
Well, we'll get.
Well, that's always good.
Yeah, some of it is freezer burnt, but that's fuck all. I could feed that to the dogs. Matter of fact, that's what I'm doing right now. Picking up some spare ribs for the dogs.
Your little dog lasts like 6 months off one of those, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but nothing never stays around that long because the big dog is good at cleaning things up. When I feed him, she waits until he gets down and then she jumps up, and if he's left anything, she finds it.
Oh, yeah.
Because mostly I just feed him my dog food on the fucking some clothes on the Chesterfield.
Well, it's showing 4 people watching, but just .com in the chat. Who doesn't like Justin Trudeau? You're in chat. 1 if you don't like him. 2 if you do.
Well, we know my position on Justin Trudeau. Fuck that cock-sucking weasel.
Oh, RightOn.com. Yeah, those seem to take really good video quality. Well, I got a little song here for Trudeau. Everybody.
So, did you hear?
What's
We
that?
don't have to wear any more masks here. We don't have to. No more mandates.
Yeah, I seen something that said that March 1st or whatnot. Yeah.
Except for Edmonton.
I'm still thinking here is the 20, like around the end of the month for some reason, but I'll have to look into it. Pretty sure it's the end of the month here. All right, while I heat up my coffee, I'm going to roll this little video here.
You came into my life and tried to do me wrong. So in return for that, I have sent you this song. It tells you what I think and how I feel about you. So take a seat and listen up, 'cause every single word is true. Dickhead, you're such a dickhead. And everybody knows it, everyone but you. You're a dickhead, I hope you'll soon be dead. And this is payback time for what you put me through. The way you behaved was a total disgrace. I'd never grow tired of punching your face. You think that putting me down lifts you higher? I wouldn't diss on you if you were on fire. You think you're better than me? Well, you're not my friend. I'll get further in life than you in the end. You're nothing, you're worthless, just dirt on my shoe. Wherever you go, whatever you do, people will sing this song to you. Dickhead, you're such a dickhead. And everybody knows it, everyone but you. You're a dickhead, I hope you'll soon be dead. And this is payback time for what you put me through. God will punish you, 'cause you reap what you sow. You're a vile individual from head to toe. Nasty to the bone, unpleasant to the core. I shall drink champagne when you are no more. If I never see your face again, that's too soon. I never met anyone so suited to this tune. I hope your friends desert you and your health is poor. This is what I think you are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dickhead, you're such a dickhead. And everybody knows it, everyone but you. You're a dickhead, I hope you'll soon be dead. And this is payback time for what you put me through. I wouldn't even give you the steam from my piss. As far as I'm concerned, you can swivel on this. You're simply jealous of me, but I couldn't care less. 'Cause I have all the qualities you'll never possess. I'd hate to go through life as you 24/7. 'Cause people like you don't end up in heaven. You will rot in hell, that's where you belong. And when you get there, they'll be singing this song. You're a dickhead, such a dickhead. And everybody knows it, everyone but you. You're a dickhead, we're all glad you're dead. And so is everyone that you ever knew. Dickhead, you're such a dickhead. And everybody knows it, everyone but you. You're a dickhead, everybody's said. I hope you like the song, so screw you.
I heard the song before, but
Water off at your house. They're working on something, eh?
up here in the spring, they usually have some water breaks.
Well, hopefully it won't be too long. They'll get your water going again. Just like when the cable or TV goes out, it's almost like you got no power. Same water line.
So, are we talking to Terry or Shar today?
Terry, what's up? How you doing? Oh, that's a vicious one.
I would hold the camera up, but I don't know if it's good enough. But you can't see. I won't stretch long enough. Here, come here. There, there. Hey, there. Come on.
Oh, needs lady, the lady that sells me milk and cigarettes and stuff. How you doing?
Hey, I think you scared her. Hey, I think you scared her away. There's a deer right outside my window. That's what he was upset at.
Oh yeah.
And now he's really pissed. He went outside and she wasn't there. What the fuck are you doing? This time you can have a look at it.
Oh yeah.
Standing right in the middle of the street. Okay, that's enough. Hey. There. There.
His name's Bear.
There. Hey, you little fucking rat. The fucking deer just stands there and won't move. If it would walk away, he'd quiet down.
Oh wow, that is pretty good connection. Right on. Can't wait to see you upload some videos.
Hey. Enough.
I found this overlay. I don't know. I kind of thought it was funny. One, what's going on, buddy? Not working today?
Did you quit yesterday? How's it going, 801? Where were you yesterday? Out celebrating your new job?
Sweet.
Yeah, so he did quit because he had Sundays and Wednesdays off.
No, he didn't quit.
Oh,
I don't know. I think he's talking about I'm off now, going to do something else, not YouTube.
yeah. Well, he's already done work for the day. He starts at 4 in the morning. He's done at noon. Or another deer walking down the street.
Okay, thanks Terry for stopping in. Oh, she's some quiet when Myron mutes, eh? So quiet. So what are you up to now? 801? Anybody else want to come up on panel? Be good to have someone else come on up.
It sure would. Another one
Oh,
on the street.
someone's in the basement.
Hey,
801.
don't look anymore.
What up?
How's she going?
It's going all right. Got off work and now I'm chillaxing.
Sweet.
Maybe gonna have some brisket for lunch.
Myron's puppy's all excited over that deer.
Well, there's more than one out there now.
He always gets all excited.
Yeah. There's about 3 houses down and across the street. They're eating out of the yard. Hey, you can't even see anything. You're just being a dick now. Okay, I'll turn you guys loose again. That's the way.
Imagine that little dog just be able to bite the deer by its foot. It's funny, it's not scared of them though, chases them right down.
What about the big dog?
I've watched and it says that Chihuahuas are one of the bravest dogs out there, although they are so fucking small. Their braveness just gets them in trouble.
Yeah, they sure are yappers, and man,
Yeah.
they can be mean little shits.
They can, yeah. We had one that liked to tree bears. Fucking tree a mama and 2 cubs.
Yeah, it's weird that Trudeau video I uploaded went right tiny for some reason. I'm not sure what happened there, but
Yeah, Biden's gonna do the State of the Union address tonight. Say a bunch of bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Well, I heard the truckers convoy that started out from California arrived in Nevada with 5 trucks, or was it 2 trucks? Wasn't very many, so they just canceled that one.
Really?
Yeah, now there's just a people's convoy.
And my buddy, he wants to do it so bad. He's a trucker, but he works for somebody. And I said, "Well, just take that truck." He said, "I can't take their truck." But man, he wants to go so damn bad. I can't afford to go. I would.
Well, if I was able to do it physically, I think I would just go out and ride around town with everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. All of Alberta is free of all the fucking mandates except for Edmonton.
What's it?
They have a liberal mayor. He used to be one of Trudeau's bum buddies.
Oh, in New York and California and Oregon stuff, they're dropping everything here. Well,
Yeah,
because
well,
Biden's going to speak today, and they got to say, "Yeah, we squashed it."
all of Alberta is free except for Edmonton. They gotta wear masks.
Well, they'll bring the mandates back. I don't think they're done with it. They'll bring them back. Here is what I'm talking about. I don't know about up there, but I don't think they're gone for good here. I think they'll be back again.
Yeah.
They can't make a good decision on anything.
Yeah.
Sausages for lunch, guys. Woo-hoo.
All right.
My old boss stopped by and gave me 2 boxes of food. Just crap they were throwing out, but if I don't want it, the dogs will fucking eat it.
What up, slow burner?
Hey, slow burner. That's a long ways away. It's okay.
There was a lot of people live last night. A couple channels there was one channel that went live that never goes live, but he went live and it was pretty funny stream. It was a good stream. He had the camera up to him and he was talking and his wife was whispering to him, but the microphone was picking everything up, eh? And she kept whispering to him and then she was saying stuff and he was trying to tell her like that the camera can still hear her, but so it was pretty funny. I don't think he knew there was a mute button on there.
Oh yeah.
Vicious ankle biter, right? Fucking tear the ankles right off you. Or at least rip a sock. So what did she say? Oh, I'm not gonna go into that, but it wasn't nothing real bad, but it was just funny. He was talking about like things like what he was gonna try to do for his next live stream and stuff, and she kept kind of whispering what she wanted to do. And then he was asking like the chat, he was asking the chat questions, and she thought he was talking to her, and so she was answering them, and it was a good stream. It was pretty funny.
Why don't you lay down and have a seat?
Had sock accounts giving me crap last night. Slow, where were you between the hours of? John, you're more than welcome to come up on panel. Slow, you're more than welcome to come up. You already know that though. .com, he's always welcome here. Well, I've been playing with YouTube, just trying to figure out little kinks in it and seeing how the shorts and stuff work, but not to go to PDF.
I've seen a few of your shorts.
Well, I dropped that four-wheeler one. I think you were the first one to message on it, 801, and it only had like 3 or 4 views, and then when I woke up this morning, it had 800.
Why the hell would I take a test? Come on, man.
Did you guys see that brisket I smoked?
No, I don't think I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I smoked that thing for 14 hours. Well, I smoked it for 4 hours and then wrapped it up and put in the oven for another 12 hours, I think. Then I took it out and put it in the cooler for about 4.5 hours, and it was still 180 degrees. God, that thing was good.
Wow.
£14. My neighbor said, "Hey, if I buy a brisket, will you cook it?" I said, "Fuck yeah."
Yeah, I kept going in and out of slow stream. Last night I caught the beginning of it, and then I had to go, and then I jumped back in and started watching it a little later.
It's gonna be like this all summer.
I don't think I was on YouTube since Friday. Figured I'd take a break from it for a minute.
Right. You missed the win, Josh. Oh, fuck, I won, did I? Oh, shit.
Who was you gonna kick?
It's no fun now because Slow Burner changed the rules. I don't like it now.
Oh yeah, John.
Well, I think one rule is good. If a person gets picked 3 times by the winners, they are gone.
No, he changed it. He
Did he?
changed it. Yeah, they're not gone all night now. Which it don't matter. It's just I thought it was pretty funny. Like kick someone out if they get hit 3 times. Yeah, we changed that. Yeah. Either way, it's still a fun, interesting game. I just
Yeah.
picking a little bit. People were ganging up on people. Last time I didn't know who to vote for, but then Jason said when I got to vote, I think it was Jason, yeah. He's like, don't pick me, don't pick me. So that's why I picked him. Yeah, I believe so, Doc. Right? I agree with that. Oh, I forgot to share my screen. See if that does anything.
Come on.
I'll be right back.
He's gone. She's gone. What are you smelling the floor for? They haven't been in here. You're a twit. And you. How come you let him get you excited?
Hey, big man.
Where'd you go? Oh, there's a deer in the yard. I gotta let him loose. Come on. There. Here, Bear. Come on, Bear. Here, Bear. Bear. Hey, come on. Let's go. Come on, Bear. Let's go outside. Yeah, idiot. Come on. Yes, yes.
My wife's going to get a bank card.
So is that your land you was driving the 4-wheeler around, Josh?
No, that's where I work.
Oh, okay.
But yes, you can have that bike. Go enjoy it. Yeah, that's at work. I worked there for, I don't know, freaking 15 years or something like that. Maybe not that many, maybe 13, I guess. But yeah, they're like my family basically. I got my 4-wheeler out there. I leave that there all year round.
Nice.
Yeah, they get some nice property. All kinds of trails too out that way. You can go for hours.
What size is your 4-wheeler?
It's a 600 Grizzly.
Nice.
I bought it 2 years ago for $1,000.
Was it used already?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you ain't buying a new one for $1,000.
No.
But it was good because I was able to make payments on it, eh? So it's a good deal for me.
Hey. There. Wait. Come here.
You put that 4-wheel drive and pull and pretty much go anywhere.
You're bad.
Does a little over 100 kilometers. Pretty zippy little bike.
I wasn't whistling for you, you silly girl. I was whistling trying to get that gear to run.
We got a 3,000 pound winch on the front of it.
They're nice to have.
Yeah. Well, me and my wife were out in the bush, and I let her drive. James, good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. Yeah, I let her drive, and I was scared to death just hanging for dear life. And she got her stuck through this trail on a tree stump, and it went jabbed into where you put your feet. And I couldn't lift the bike off of it. It was just jammed on there. And I grabbed the winch and I pulled her around a tree, and she pulled it right off. So if I didn't have that winch, my bike would have been stuck there, and I would have been walking over the woods for hours.
Yeah, that would have sucked. What up, James?
What's going on, everybody? 10 people watching. Everybody's welcome to chat or come up on panel. What the- Oh, those kids are quick. They stole my other device without me even seeing.
Hey, James. I think you've scared them all away. Why don't you have a sleep until I come back? Hey? I'll keep guard.
Oh, you going to town today?
No, today is Tuesday.
Yeah, I thought you usually go on Thursdays, eh?
Yeah.
Right on. Time to relax. Allradon.com.
Well, I gotta run my daughter to work. I'll be back later in a while.
Hey, we'll be
Right
here.
on 801.
All right, thanks, Josh. And see you later, Myron.
You betcha. Drive reckless. Scare the other people off the road.
Hey, it's my road. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
I have a Jeep Cherokee right now. It doesn't got no lift kit on it though. Right on, Ashley. Appreciate you.
Hey, Ashley.
A Jeep Compass. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Later, Ashley.
Ooh.
Damn, John. But, yeah, that would hurt a little bit. Weird that the background is completely black here. Well, I ain't got any good background pictures. Was your Jeep four-wheel drive or was it all-wheel drive? Mine's all-wheel drive. It's a pig on gas.
Well, what that's telling me, John, is you didn't have very good brakes on it.
Yeah, they're like a tank though. They're big. They don't stop like a car. They don't lock up like a car does.
You see where they put a Jeep together and I think it was 15 or 20 minutes. Could you two shut up? Jesus Christ. You don't let him get too excited. Bear. 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 freeze going. Fuck, I was gonna light it too. I'll sit it up there. Maybe I'll eat that for next year. Smoke a doobie.
Smoke them if you got them.
Hmm?
Smoke them if you got them.
Oh yeah. I've been cutting off small branches on the bottom of my one I'm waiting to fill out good. And this one I dried out by hanging it over top of a light bulb.
No, yeah.
And the last one I dried out by putting it in the deep freeze and freeze drying it. And then when you pull it out of the deep freeze, you just set it down and the next morning it's dry.
Oh, yeah, right on.
But I don't know if that really improves the THC content or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, right on. Yeah, mine's all-wheel drive.
Fuck the Chanterelles, you should be out picking magic. It's funny, I live the farthest north, and I'm the only one that really doesn't have a four-wheel drive.
Right. With hill climbing, yeah. Yeah, I noticed with mine being all-wheel drive that it climbs like real steep hills without spinning and stuff. It's quite nice that way.
You ever watch them
Not the
hill
ride.
climbing?
What's that?
You ever watch them hill climbing contests? Maybe you guys might want to have one with all your Jeeps.
Yeah. Mine fall apart. I love it, but it's not really, it's out, we're outgrowing it because 3 kids and
Yeah.
wife, then you load her up with groceries, man, there's not much room. Not much trunk room.
Yeah. You know, they say them old boats were bad, but fuck, you can load 3 or 4 adults and about 10 kids in the back, 3 adults in the front, 10 kids in the back, and have lots of room for groceries even in the trunk.
Yeah.
Now, fucking trunk's not big enough to handle all the Kleenex you use for blowing your nose.
Well, I think I'm gonna become a van guy. I like to get a van there where the seats all fold down in to the floor.
Yeah, they're almost as good as a pickup. You can pack a lot of stuff around in them.
Oh yeah.
And if the kids are arguing on a trip, you could just say, hey, get way in back and fight it out. Yeah, that's true. There's gates on logging roads. I don't see anything. Are you just barking on speculation? I don't even know how the fuck you could see through that, because I sure as fuck can.
It's nice though, just putting around through trails and just, taking it easy, just driving through that mud and
Well, .com, you're driving something without a four-wheel drive?
oh, so what is it? A car you're driving? Fridge, do you think a truck? You think that truck would, what year's your truck? It's 5.7 liter. It's gotta be a truck he's driving. And don't got four-wheel drive, eh?
Well, who needs four-wheel drive?
Well, even in a icy driveway, you click her in four-wheel drive and you pull right out. Two-wheel drive, you just start spinning. 3 years old, holy lifting. Engine's not even broken yet.
Yeah, you should know I have no problems with that for a few more years. Fuck, I'd keep it. Oh, you like Apple John. Yeah, right, you're on the west coast there. Just down south of where they're picking them up by north of Vancouver. Do you remember the show, The Beachcombers? Because from what I hear, Molly's Reach is right close to a whole fucking shitload of psilocybin mushrooms.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Well, a boy's first car should be a beater upper. something that's reliable, but nothing too fancy. My first car was a Dynasty, and I loved it, man. It was like a pot of gold. She was clocked for 160 kilometers, but she'd go way faster. She'd V6.
Yeah, 160 kilometers, that's not that fast.
No, but that's what it was clocked for. But top speed was clocked for 160, but it would redline that. You get on the highway in 160 and she just keep going.
My brother's car, it went to 140 miles an hour. And it was buried when me and him were racing down a hill one day. Mine only went to 120 and it was buried right up near the top of the hill. Hit a fucking little bump halfway down the fucking hill, and I was hugging the inside line, and when we hit that bump, we went right over top of one lane and landed in the outside upcoming lane.
Oh, holy.
And that was at 100 and some miles an hour.
Well, my mother taught me how to drive. And I never had the urge to rip and tear and burn the tires off my vehicles or anything like that. Any vehicle I ever owned, I never did burnouts with them or always treated them.
Yeah, well, I was a punisher.
Oh, my younger brother would go through cars like crazy because he just would give shit with them all the time, eh?
Yeah.
I have an old beater upper and I treat it like it's brand new because I'd want it to last, you know. I couldn't afford parts and
Yeah, when I was young, I bought 3 new ones in 5 years. And the first one, there was no reason really to trade it in. I just thought I'd get a different one, new one.
yeah.
Police were looking for the first one. Just up here. And it was red. When I come back to town, I was driving a black one. Well, James, if you live close to me, I'd have you drive it.
Fit right in with the rest of the drivers around here. You think they can't see the way they drive?
Well, I wouldn't have him driving on the roads, but out in a big field where he's not going to get into much trouble. Let's place, and he could drive and enjoy that. That's the way I learned. drove in a field that didn't have nothing in it, and then after a while they put it was baling season, so they had bales all over the fucking place, and I could evade those, but my cousin, who was 3 years or 4 years older than me, she was 4 or 5 years older than me, she couldn't even fucking avoid this bales.
Oh, back in the day, we were driving with my brother's girlfriend. We were going down this back road doing, I don't know, 80, 90 kilometers. And we're like, stop sign, stop sign. She came onto those brakes at the stop sign. Went into a squeal, and we squealed right through the whole intersection. So basically sideways. Jeez, it was I'll tell you, that was a trip.
Sometimes there was never any beer involved in my driving. Hard liquor, yes, but never any fucking beer. I've driven high on mushrooms, I've driven high on weed, I've driven high on booze, and the only accident I caused to anybody else cost me $100. And I've never hurt anybody.
Yeah, that's my first memories of driving, was sitting on my mom's lap, steering the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Big old parking lot.
I remember I was learning to drive and I was 13 or 14, and we were out in a plowed field that had been worked up after it had been plowed, so it was a real soft field, and I was told to stop, and in the pickups they had drums and you could step on the brakes, and it took a little bit of time, but fuck, I was driving in my mom and dad's car, and my dad was sitting beside me in the passenger seat. And I told to stop. I stepped on the brakes, and his fucking head hit the windshield. He said, "You got to watch it. Its brakes are a little bit touchy in this fine dirt." That's all he said. He never got excited or nothing. I can't remember who was riding in the back with us, but he got a little more excited, because he come up damn near into the front seat too. When my mom got her driver's license, all she had to do is walk into the bureau. She said, "Hey, I've got 500 miles behind the wheel of the car." And I said, "Oh, you qualify for a license."
Yeah, I was looking at different countries, and some countries you just got to start the car to pass your driver's license. You can stick that key in and start it. Driver's license.
That must be India is one of them,
It could be.
because those fuckers over there, they are awesome drivers. Well, they make it through town, 4 and 5 way stops. There's no fucking lights at the stops on any of them, no stop signs, nothing. Everybody just gets by without trying to fucking do any damage. And it works out. I don't know fucking how, but they seem to get away with doing it.
We got stop signs, red lights, and all that stuff here, and people still don't know how to
Well,
drive.
yeah, they have as many accidents here as they do over there. Anybody can learn how to drive, but it's learning how to be wary of what's coming.
Well, Frig.com, I was getting gas. This was a couple years ago. I'm putting gas in, and this girl pulls up beside me. She gets out. She's walking around her car, and then she's like, "You wouldn't be able to help me." I'm like, "Yeah, what do you need?" I figured she was wanting directions, eh? She didn't know how to put gas in her car. I was like, "You gotta be kidding me. You're fucking out driving and you don't even know how to put gas in your car." She said, "I've never done it before. My dad always did it." I'm like, holy fuck, it's just, you think there's just some things that people know, but
Yeah, well, they used to have the gas cap behind the license plate on some cars.
yeah.
Until you come across it the first time, you would never believe it. You'd look all over the fucking car for a spout.
Well, she was driving a little punch buggy and she pulled onto the right side.
So it's right there. Was she blonde?
She could have been. If I was to guess now, I'd say yeah. I can't really remember.
Muted. Hello.
How you doing, James?
Hey, how's it going? Good to be here. I was just enjoying the conversation. So
Thanks
I
for
just
coming
thought
up.
well, thanks for having me. I was just sitting here, yeah. It's a long story, but I've never driven before. But I did get a B in driver's ed. So I do know the rules of the road. But you want to hear something funny? There was a point in time I actually did want to move to Canada. I don't know if you ever heard of this TV show. It used to be called Night Heat. It was a cop show, and Scott Hylands played in it, and Jeff Wincock played in it, and it came on in the late '80s on CBS. But it was filmed out of Toronto, and I thought Toronto, that looks like a cool place, and they got good transportation. So I actually thought about moving there, but then I got older, so. But I was like, man, because I used to love to travel. But anyway, I'm gonna sit back. I ain't mean to disturb y'all conversation. So keep talking about cars.
No, you're not disturbing our conversation. Glad to have you up here and be a part of the chat.
Yeah, what's it like in Canada?
Well, it's kind of like the U.S., but we say "hey" a lot.
And sorry. And excuse me.
Yeah, I notice it seems like it's much, much cleaner there than it is here. You know, that makes me ask, why do y'all say A at the end of every sentence?
I don't know if it's at the end of every sentence, but hey, Marvin.
I think it came from the natives.
Oh,
I am not sure. It's just what I think where it came from. You know, listening to different races talk, and I think it came from the natives, and it just worked for all of Canada.
oh.
That could be.
Yeah, I know. And I should say I've heard in Montreal, they speak French, and I don't know too much French, so I don't know if I could live in Montreal. And I know that Ottawa is the capital of Ontario. No, the capital of Canada. So y'all's Ottawa would be our DC. I do know that much.
Right.
Yeah, but one thing is different. Our Ottawa is just a town in a regular province. Your DC is a territory that governs all the states.
Yeah. And technically, all it is a city, and it's got 4 parts, and the southeast is the crazy part. In fact, since you said that, do you know I'm only 2 hours away from DC? I'm 2 hours south of DC. Yeah,
If
I'm
there's
sorry
ever
to say.
if there ever comes a nuclear war, you'll be one of the first ones to go.
Well, being near DC, being around all the politicians, aka crooks, that's enough to depress me right there. So if I was one of the first to go, I don't know if I'd be sad or happy. So how y'all doing? I'm just curious. Are you having a good week so far?
I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain.
Well, you know what they say, you can't complain because nobody would listen anyway.
Right.
Well, I take enough pills that I'm happy just about all the time.
That may be a good thing.
Well, it is. Because right now I'm hurting like a cocksucker.
Oh, wow. And a part of me didn't want to come up here because my side is a little sore. But then I thought, what the hell? I'll ease up here. It's funny how everybody's going through something in life. You may not know it, but everybody's going through something.
Yeah.
Different day, same shit, right?
Yeah. Well, I got double the shit. I hurt myself twice really bad when I was younger and
Oh.
didn't know it. And now the pains fight each other. This one in
Oh.
front is the worst, but this one in the side can get pretty bad, and then this one fades out for a little while.
Oh,
And they just stray back and forth. There's never any relief.
okay.
I kind of think the same way you do, James. You know, you can be in bad shape or you can be hurting, but you know, there's always someone worse off.
You know what? That's exactly what I was just thinking, and you just said it. Well, I'll tell you how my vision ended up bad, but I wouldn't change it for nothing in the world because then I wouldn't be me. What happened? I was born premature and I weighed 3 pounds and 3 ounces. I was born at 7 months, and they put me in the incubator. And when they put me in the incubator, it created extra blood cells in both of my eyes because of the extra oxygen. And what happened when they took me out of the incubator? It killed all of the blood cells in my left eye, so I can't see anything out of that. It killed a lot of the blood cells in my right eye, so I'm very nearsighted. That's why I used to wear thick glasses. I wore them for years. Then in like 2018, I was helping somebody deliver some food for a church, and I noticed that out of my right eye, my good eye, I could see straight ahead, but I couldn't see anything to the right of it because it was real, it just was dark. And to make a long story short, I went to the eye doctor, found out that I had a detached retina and a cataract. So they ended up doing surgery to repair the retina and remove the cataract. And I'm still nearsighted, but the good part is I can see well enough to the extent where I don't need glasses. So that's what I went through, but I've never driven a car.
In
But
Canada,
yeah, that's the way I see it.
if you were in Canada, you could get a driver's license now.
What? Wow. I need to move
Yeah.
to Canada. I need to move to Canada.
We had world's worst or Canada's worst driver. Can you shut up? And one of the guys on there was blind in one eye,
Oh,
and he had a driver's license.
huh. It's funny because y'all talking about worst drivers. That makes me think of New York drivers and Virginia drivers. I mean, it's like here in Virginia, the drivers, when they're behind you, they're honking the horn for you to speed up. But then when you're behind them, they slow down, drive at a snail's pace. They'll drive and put on brakes all of a sudden. And I was in the car one time with this guy, and there was this girl, she's talking on her cell phone, and she's steadily easing over the lane. And the guy told me she's going to hit her. And I didn't believe it until then I heard a boom and felt the car shake, and she hit us. And, her father, they paid for the damages. But she was on her cell phone. I'm like, how in the hell you not notice that your car is drifting over into the left? So,
Huh.
Yeah.
so yeah. But I was sitting here telling you about the things that have happened to me, and I said again, I don't think I would change a thing because if I did, then I wouldn't be me. So I like being me. So
Right.
I do too. I've been suffering from depression all my life, and because I have to take the pills, I'm not suffering depression anymore. And life is way better, even though I am fucking hurting like hell. I really am enjoying life more now than when I was depressed.
mm-hmm.
Fish, how you doing?
Yeah. Hey, everybody in chat.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm glad that you're enjoying life because that's what I think it's really about, enjoying life. You know, people get upset and they're fussing and hooping and hollering, and I'm like, that's just take time and slow down and enjoy life. Take time to look at nature, to just meditate or something. You know?
Yeah.
Right. That's like my wife. She says, when I get upset about things, she's like, well, we got a roof over our head and we got our family, so we're doing pretty good.
You know what? That's the way I think, man. Maybe we are brothers or something.
Maybe brothers
I
from different mothers.
exactly, cause that's the way I feel. It's like I don't have $1 million, but I got a roof over my head. I got clothes on my back. I got food in my stomach. My bills are paid. You know, um, if I want to, I can get up and go and catch the bus places. A lot of people don't even know how to catch the bus. Some people are in wheelchairs. Some people can't even get out of bed. You know, like you said earlier, you never say, you never ask how much worse it can get. You think you've got it bad, but there's others who've got it much, 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 much worse.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Have you ever heard it was something I saw on Facebook. The guy, he was like I I didn't appreciate the shoes that I had on until I saw the man who didn't have any feet to put shoes on. And I was like, yep,
Right.
yeah. So you never ask how much worse it can get. And there's as long as you got what you need, that's what matters.
Yeah. So true.
I'm glad I did come up here today. Wow, man.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you coming here and always welcome to.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to you now. I came here once, I think a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, I'm subscribed to you. So I'm glad I did come up.
Right on.
Yeah, you know what's cool, and this is why I like platforms like this, because I get a chance to talk to people all around the world, and I found out that we have more things in common than we do differences. And the thing that gets on my nerves is that people spend so much time talking about our differences. Why don't we talk about what we have in common more? You
Right.
know? Yeah. From what I gather, we like the same music. Um, we like the same food, I believe. I don't know if you like fish, but I love fish and chicken and stuff like that. But we have so much more in common than we do differences. Why don't we talk about that?
Right. Fish says, have a blessed day. Stay positive and don't let fear
Yeah,
into your life.
yeah, I love it. I love it.
I ain't scared of fuck all.
You haven't met my wife yet, Myron.
I ain't scared of fuck all.
Uh,
No, I'm pretty lucky. Pretty lucky. My wife puts up with all my bull crap, so I'm pretty lucky.
Yeah, Marvin, when you were playing those songs, that actually brought back memories. I remember that song, Betty Davis Eyes. I actually
Yeah,
remember that. The funniest thing is, when that song came out, I want to say I was in elementary school, or maybe I was about, no, I was in elementary school because it had to be the early 80s. But I actually remember that song. I remember a lot of the stuff you played.
yeah, it was really early '80s because I was going with my first love then,
Oh,
but that didn't last long. But yeah, the music does bring a lot back for me too because at different stages of my life, I listen to different music.
John
yeah.
Hobbits put, I love to eat fish too, James. Shellfish.
Well, great minds think alike.
Well,
If-
I gotta clean my fucking frying pan because I got trout fillets. At least that's what it says they are. And they're frozen in a fucking brick, and I open them up. They're probably a year old or 6 months old because the meat is freezer burnt,
For me to
or
see.
some of the meat is, anyways, that I got this morning. But the fish looks okay, but after I open it up, it's going to have to be eaten, cooked and eaten right away.
Yeah.
Everything's made for a family of five, and I'm a person of one. Guess my dogs will be eating good.
Yeah, that fish should still be good because it's been frozen. So
And
it
it's
should still be good.
sealed in plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. The meat is all wrapped in wax paper, so it's getting freezer burnt. Some of it was, but hell, like the guy, my ex boss, come and filled my fucking freezer up this morning. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get the frozen fucking bread. How I'm gonna get it to keep for a week.
Oh.
On Thursday because there's no room in my fucking deep freeze at all.
Oh.
He brought me 2 boxes of meat.
Oh, wow. See,
Yeah,
you know what you made me think of, but I don't know if you'd want to try this though. Um, yeah, it was way back in like 1996, and I was living with my oldest sister, and we got like maybe 12 inches of snow, and she had like a 12 pack of soda. And what we did, we took some of the soda can, soda out, and actually buried it in the snow and let it set out there for like maybe 10 minutes. Brought it back in the house and it was nice and cold.
yes, that works for canned soda, but I don't think it'll work for meat.
Yeah, that's why I don't know if you should try it.
We used to put alcohol outside in the wintertime too.
Oh,
Give
wow.
it, give it a chill.
Yeah.
And if it's around minus 40, it will get syrupy. if you get 40% liquor,
Yeah.
it will get syrupy. It will thicken up at 40 below. It won't freeze, but it'll thicken up. And then I
Yeah.
see that's how you can make a cheaper, stronger alcohol if you just make a sugar water and yeast alcohol. After that's all done working, you stick it in the freezer and freeze the water out of it, and that way you can make it stronger instead of having to distill it.
Oh.
I don't know too much about alcohol and stuff because I don't really drink it. So.
Well, I don't drink it either, but still, it's nice to know things.
Right.
If the world went to shit, I know things that would keep me alive. I wouldn't have to rely on anybody else. Well, in my condition, I might have to. Well, we could do it right now.com if you need to learn. I gotta eat lunch. I'm gonna take off. I'll be back later on my show.
All right, Myron. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you.
Oh, thanks
All
for
right.
yeah.
Always good to see you, my friend. Always good to see you. You have a good one if I don't see you again today.
Yeah, you too. Geoduck. I've seen it. Never tried.
Gold duck. Oh, there's .com. How you doing,
Hey.
.com?
Hey, how you doing? Oh, hang on. There we are. Had to mute the YouTube side.
Oh yeah.
Winston, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Very good. You got a good spirit. I like your content. Like listening to you on panels. You're a great man.
Oh man, I'm blushing. I appreciate the compliment. And I see a lot of the good comments you like, and that goes both ways, you know? It's like
Like,
positive energy attracts positive energy.
I very rarely go on panels, but this year I'm starting something new on my channel, so I need to get a handle on some of this live stuff.
Well, you know, it's funny because I'm subscribed to you. I've been subscribed to you for some weeks, so I'll be looking forward to the content.
Oh yes, yeah.
You know, I think that because you seem very intelligent to me, so I'm looking forward to hearing some of your insights. You know.
Yeah, usually I'm into education, and I'm retiring fully this year. I tried that last year, and that didn't work out with this
Ah,
pandemic. They start calling me from all over Ontario. Here, I'm going everywhere. But I got to throw the towel in sooner or later. Start
yeah.
having some fun out here. You guys are great to listen to. I don't get into certain ordeals and stuff. As you say, everybody has a story.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the good side of, well, there's good and bad and everything, but I really enjoy the good. And what I'm finding is sometimes on panels, I take that anguish or anger or criticism with me in front of my class. And they don't deserve that nonsense. I've caught myself several times. So I've just been kind of backing off YouTube. No offense to anybody in particular, but You are what you eat, the way I see it.
You're you're exactly right. Believe it or not, I was thinking about that. I thought about it yesterday, and I thought about it a part of today. And I don't want to go into too much details, but
Exactly.
I was telling somebody, if you hang around with somebody long enough, they're gonna wear off on you. You may say that you're not into certain things, but if you hang around with somebody that's doing it, it's gonna eventually catch up to you because you've been, it's you slowly forming that habit. So, but
Oh
you,
yes, like it's only been this last year, not even last few months, I've started even going on panels. I figured, well, everybody's saying, "Why don't you come on panels, say your piece?" Well, it's not the point of that. Why don't you converse with the chat more? Then they bring up the troll factors of chat. Well, it's six one, half a dozen the other.
well, I'll tell you again, you're a smart person, and we need more people like you to have panels
Well,
because
there's no offense to any issues that on anybody in particular, or panels in particular, but I find that a lot of the YouTube I tend to take with me to work. I'm thinking, what is wrong with me? I never used to be this way, so I've just
yeah,
been enough.
yeah. And
I love
see,
everybody the same.
exactly. And see, the reason I say what I just said is there's a lot of negativity just in the world in general. And I feel like we don't talk enough about the positive things. We don't talk about positivity enough. And you seem like a positive person. So if you were to have a panel, I'd definitely be there just to listen to the positive things you have to say and just to listen to the your intellect, the insights that you have. And
Well,
see,
exactly. Even my son, he's young, but he's here beside me all the time, and he don't miss a trick. His biggest joke with you is, hasn't James gone to his corner yet? How come he's still talking? But it's just something he picked up on his own, like,
oh my goodness. And when
he
you
always
don't,
finds humor.
well,
When's
you see,
James going to tell me he's going to the corner? He never goes to the corner anymore.
uh, now
Yeah,
you see,
so I mean, things you say pick up on the younger ones too, and then the boys are a perfect example. I hide nothing from them, but I'm not about to change my style to please YouTube. Not a chance.
exactly,
I'd rather just not be there.
exactly. Somebody told me one time, kids are like sponges, and they
Oh,
absorb everything. I mean, even when you don't think they notice something, they notice it. And
well,
I remember one time I was talking to my nephew, and he said, "You said such and such and such," and I said, "I did." He
yeah.
turned around and told me the exact date that I said it, and when he said, I was like, "Oh, damn, I did say that, didn't I?" So
Well,
even when you think they're not looking, they are looking.
it's funny. In the last little while, you hear a lot about autocorrect and damn spelling and stupid YouTube and damn chat and all these things. Junior piped up to me one day because I put a couple of errors in my chat, and I'm very usually pretty cautious about what I present and something. He says, "Pops, once you read before you press the enter key and get so excited over something you didn't want to say anyways." I got thinking about what he said, and he's exactly right.
Yeah,
You got a minute of typing in text. You got 200 characters to type. You can't look before you press that enter key. If every word is spelled correctly or worded properly, then whose problem is that?
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, he cornered me on that one. I said, okay, okay, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Kids are like sponges. They're definitely like sponges.
They are.
Man, they noticed every little thing.
Oh yeah, like I say on YouTube. I mean, they got this kid thing about YouTube, but there's nothing hidden from him. We got servers here, well, 18 computers now, and he's on them. He sees exactly what I'm typing. He sees exactly what the conversations are. He don't pertain to say anything. He'll just yell out, "Pops, this is what I think," and I'll type it in the chat.
Yeah.
So that's good.
No, he's a good kid. He is. But everybody's good people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And same
see,
as
I-
Josh. He wasn't the first, but he's one of the many I've been on his panels, and very coherent, very, I don't know. I don't know the word. I just don't know the words.
Mm-hmm.
I love being
Yeah,
up here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
It's a
appreciate
panel
you,
with-
Don.
Yeah, I can tell that. It's a panel where you feel welcomed, you know? You feel like you can let your hair down if you wanted to.
Well, I even feel welcome in other panels, but
Yeah.
sometimes you say something and you mean well, but it's taken wrong, and now you're the idiot in chat. Like, well, why am I even bothered going?
Well, you know, that's the other thing that annoys me about and about people. I'll say some people. The thing is, and somebody told me this a long time ago. Our problem is we don't listen to understand. We listen to respond. And so if you type something in chat and I'm not sure about it, my first thought is to ask you to explain. It's not to just go on a tangent or get my buddies together and gang up on you. It's like I want to try to understand what you're saying. I don't want to just attack. And that's the problem I see on here a lot of the time.
Yeah. Well, sometimes, listening to YouTube channels can change your whole perspective of life.
Mm-hmm.
And I've caught it myself. The way I respond to some students that would speak outright reading class. Well, what are you going to do? You listen to them and deal with their issues.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And see, you're bringing up a good point because you point out how things can affect you even when you don't think that they're affecting you. That's why you've got to be careful who you hang around when it's all said and done.
Especially with my education, teaching the adult learner, you're not dealing with kids, you're dealing with 17 to 45-year-old, 50-year-old people.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, I mean, they're as much as my class is my class is my class. I mean, if they got something to say, I'll stop, listen, we'll discuss it, whether it be the whole class or just that student, and then come to some sort of understanding.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly. And you, my friend, have just said the key right there. Stopping.
Listen.
Yep. Listening. And then discussing it. And coming to an understanding.
I mean, maybe I shouldn't, but sometimes I look at YouTube. If I go to my neighbor or to my aunt or one of my relatives, I don't ever bring up that nonsense in front of that household.
Yes.
Even if it was meant to be, I just wouldn't do it out of respect.
Yes.
I may ask or question or inquire about it, but it would never come off as, "Oh, you're such a fucking idiot." No, never, never, ever, ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with me, when I started finding panels, the panels I was finding were more drama, I'll say, than anything else, really. And that's the kind of panels that I was finding on YouTube, and that I found myself going to, and then I found these other channels that were just totally the opposite, and
Oh yes,
I enjoyed being there, and I liked meeting all these different people and hearing about the different ways that they live and the different foods that they eat and the different things that they do for people. And I found I like that a lot more than all these drama channels where everybody's screaming and fighting with somebody because they said one thing that
There's a time for drama. Even when I visit the neighbors, there's time for drama. The conversation comes up and you talk about it,
right,
or you agree to disagree. But YouTube is such a different world. It's just they can bring you up and take you down in the same minute.
right.
I'm enjoying
You
this
know,
conversation. Oh, go
I felt
ahead. Go ahead.
I felt so bad. Slow burner came in the chat the other day when I was on panel and said exactly my feelings, why I did what I did. He was asking about I sell refurbished computers. I mentioned a couple of them on his panel, and basically my chat was attacked on comments over why would you say something like that? Like, what, you being a computer genius now? You're the computer man? What the hell are
Oh,
you doing talking
wow.
about that in a chat that had nothing, or a video that I put together had nothing to do with anything about computers. The only
Wow.
resource they had to get a hold of me, because I didn't post my email back then, was through a video I posted and they commented reading chat. And I don't need this nonsense, so I stopped it.
Yeah.
And that's
Wow.
basically all I said to Slowburn. I mean, I love that man. He's a great guy. I'd rather not post any refurbished computers for the purpose of I don't need the harassment to manage my channel on comments that aren't even pertaining to the video.
Wow.
So as I say, sometimes YouTube brings it right to the real world. Like no. I'd rather Slow Burner come up here or email me. I'll give him the number. I'll give him the contact. Give him my business name. He can contact personally, and if he's interested in something, go pick it up. He's only not even an hour from me.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, I'm not sorry, but it just struck
I
me
mean,
funny. You
because
talk about computers on a sing stream. Or some people I had in my stream had a blog of
that
him singing live, and
that's that's not even something that I would consider bringing up. To me, that's that's what we call here in the States petty. That's just being petty. And I've said this so many times. I think the reason a lot of people like drama is they're so
hey,
miserable.
zombie, Josh Hobbs, yes.
They're so miserable that they want to make other people miserable. I think other people they don't want to have to face the fact that they got flaws, so they go around looking at everybody else's flaws. So
Well,
again, I
just
think it's
these
petty.
Yes, just these few times I've been on with Josh and a couple of people, I've learned to watch the chat and I'll respond right in chat. Like if somebody comes in, it'd be no different than me typing out "Hello, John Hobbs" or "Hello, Zombie Pepper." Like I see him come in, I'll talk to him right there.
Yeah.
What's wrong with? I mean, the chat. Maybe it's me, but in my avenue of and not boasting or bragging, donations and stuff I've done comes from chat. Doesn't come from a panel.
Hmm.
I click that super chat button. I click on PayPal's and do what I do out of chat. When chat's ignored, I find that isn't that part of the panel?
Yep.
I mean,
Exactly.
if you're in there nitpicking or bitching at somebody from chat, then yeah, I agree. You're nothing but a troll under a bridge or whatever they want to call it.
Well,
Yeah.
everybody does things differently. And this is why I always tell people what works for me may not work for you. So I'm not going to knock what you do if it's
No,
working.
not at all.
Yeah, I'm not. That's what I'm not. That's what I can't get about it.
Yeah.
And Josh, when you spoke earlier, you reminded me of me because that's what it was when First came to YouTube, I noticed a lot of drama channels. And I was like, well, wait a minute. I don't really want to keep hearing all this negativity, this person going at this person, that person going at that person. If I want to see that, all I have to do is go and hang out in the neighborhood long enough, or go to a family reunion. I don't need
IJ,
so,
Right.
and then I started finding good channels like this where I could just come and hang out and chill and just talk about whatever. So that's
yeah.
why that's why I find myself liking it here already.
Well, the biggest thing with me, I have no problem whatsoever admitting I was wrong or I said something wrong, and I'll be the first to give you big kudos for my apology for being an idiot, if so be it that way. But
So here's a couple of good examples of some really good channels here, guys. Zombie Pepper, very well-spoken person, just a very nice guy. And IJ Sable, just a beautiful channel. She's got a really nice person. She's been supportive to my channel since I started YouTube, and
right,
we're totally different people. So she's a religious person, I would say, and
oh, there you go. I'm not even subscribed.
she wouldn't say. I don't think she'd say a bad word, like if her life depended on it, kind of thing, or put someone down. If she's just a really good person. And so I suggest that anybody should check out her channel.
What I think is good for YouTube would be all of us have our own panel, and I sit there and sit on panels for hours. I never really announce myself or whatever, but you're there, you're listening, and there should be more of us on panels.
Right.
Yeah.
There's IJ Sabelle. I'm just subscribing now.
Hey, Zombie Prepper. Zombie Prepper. Okay. I'm going to check that out. I'm going to definitely check that out. Because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for positive channels, just to go and hang out on.
Well, I don't mind on any channel. I'll hang out. If I don't really agree with something that's being said or a squabble, I just choose not to say anything.
Well, see, I would tell you the reason that I like the positive channels better is because I feel like I walk away from them with a different perspective. I feel like I hear something new, or either I come across somebody that we have a lot of the same ideas, and it's just so refreshing. When I go to a drama channel, it's somebody always fussing, somebody's always arguing. They start screaming so loud, I feel like my eardrums are gonna bust. It's just not the same feeling.
Yeah, but IJ, your channel is pretty special because you interact with every single person that writes in your chat, and that's pretty important to someone that's in chat. A lot of these channels, they ignore the chat and you write something 2 or 3 times to be heard and it still gets ignored. But with your channel, you interact with everybody and you're speaking 2 different languages a lot of the times. And I really appreciate that because I just speak English and there's a lot of Philippines on her channel and she'll say everything in English just because I'm at her channel. So she really, she really does great with her channel.
Oh, I might have to check that out. Okay.
Like here, I keep my own personal database on everybody I'm subscribed to on YouTube. I don't have to rely on YouTube except for checking if I'm subscribed or not. And I appreciate the mod status to be able to do that. rather than searching my methods. It's a very hard task. The name you're looking up is the right name. Is it the right person? You don't even know.
Right.
But when I first came here, I came here because of the boy and his attempted at karaoke before his voice started changing, and that's usually where I was hanging out on every karaoke stream I could find, or music, anything about it. Then one thing led to the other, and this panel, that panel, and what am I getting myself into? The moment I caught myself taking it to school, that's enough of this nonsense. Backed
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. Well, you know what the cool part of that, what you just said is that you court yourself. A lot of times some people will like see it coming and they just keep on going and they try to find reason to justify it. You know, it's always
Yeah,
good
sorry,
to,
I
yeah,
didn't
it's
realize I had music playing there. Jesus.
it's always good when you're willing to correct yourself. Somebody told me one time, if you can't be honest with yourself, you can't be honest with nobody. And
Exactly.
I should be able to point out my own flaws. So I'm glad that you said, you caught it.
I
You could
caught
see
it
it.
myself.
Yeah, you caught it and you could see it. So
Yeah, but that
that's
boy didn't
good.
deserve that.
Yeah, I definitely look forward to your insight because I always enjoy the comments that you leave. And so, yeah, I'll definitely be looking forward to your content.
My very last video was a friend I had here years ago. Um, he made the Canadian Hall of Fame. His name is Dallas Harms.
Oh,
Part ownership and part, uh, what do you want to call it, with his wife in his earnings and stuff, helping him out, going through rough times from BC to here or Saskatchewan to here. And she asked me, "Would you please post one of his songs up and maybe something about him?" So I did. Yeah,
okay.
I think it's my very last video, if I remember.
Yeah, because I noticed you posted a couple of things about computers. And
No, that was the beginning. Lately, I've been doing some of my word power, which I wasn't allowed to take. Well, the school board didn't really want it in their education because it really was non-bearing to their education values of what they wanted.
oh,
So I got into word power the last little while and pushing on a lot of that. And there was a lot of good comments on it. I was quite impressed.
ah,
I'm gonna mute my microphone for a minute so IJ can't hear me light my cigarette.
Oh, yeah, I should be doing that too. That's the other thing I gotta get used to. How do I mute my mic quickly without having to open up that crazy voice meter?
and see, I'm on the phone,
Um,
so I just pushed the mic icon.
yeah, right. Me too, James. With yours, you got the little button right on your microphone, don't you?
Yeah, I do. That's right too. Never even thought. Let me try that right now. I'll try to mute it and see what happens. There, did that work? What I was
Yeah.
talking? Okay,
Ah,
there you go. See, I just learned something.
yeah, see, you can learn something new every day.
So I got this program called Voice Meter. It's an exceptional program, but I'm finding, at least I thought I had to go back over to hit the mute button on the microphone area, but apparently not, according to Josh. See,
Right
we all
on.
learn something. Just listen.
Hmm. Exactly.
I missed your stream that you had again, IJ. She's having it late at night. I'm
Oh.
already sleeping.
Actually, while I'm talking here, what if I hit that? Did that mute button here cancel it as
Yeah,
well?
you muted. Yeah, you did mute. I seen it come up on
Mm-hmm.
the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's quicker than tassing over, even reaching for that button. It's quicker. Oh, did you hear Junior? No, James.
No. He
Is
said,
that James in the corner? Is James in the corner again? Let's cut it out. Oh, he's a character.
I can always do the little switcheroo here. Put .com in the corner.
Yeah, you can put me in the corner. Yeah,
you're in the corner. Now you're in the corner.
actually, that was there was. I think it was your panel. You had 3 or 4 people up here, Josh. I wasn't on there, but he's when he asked Josh if he can move them people around, put James where he usually is.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think it was Silver Diamond's panel.
Maybe I can't remember, but he made a comment as soon as he seen. He says, "See if that guy will put him in the corner." Oh no! He gets a kick out of you guys all the time.
I'll tell Howie, okay, Howie, now get back on your wheel. Now get back in your corner.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Silver comes on today at 4 o'clock.
Oh yeah, that's right too.
Yep. She won't be giving anything away, but she'll come. Well, it's 4 o'clock my time, so what is that? What 12 her time? Let's see. No, 1 o'clock her time, 4 o'clock my time.
Yeah, I've got a little standing with Silver Diamond and who's it? Howie? Who else is up there with her?
Usually it's Silver Diamond, Howie Hamster,
Howie
Mid-
Hamster. Yeah.
yep, Midnight
I'm,
Rider, and myself, and then the other people that come
So-
in.
one day on her panel, I addressed both of them in chat and said, "Listen, if my name is ever to be picked, just please remove it from the jar and give the bin a spin again."
I think I remember that.
Yeah, I put it right in chat, and I've got it saved here on her link I got for the saved channels I have.
Yeah.
So if it ever comes up, I'll just repeat what I asked them. Please do that. I'd rather somebody else have it. I don't need it.
Yeah, I think I do remember that now that you said it. Because I think she said something like, oh, that's so sweet, or oh, that's so nice.com. I think I do remember that.
Yeah, where is that text? There it is. I'll even post it here what I said. Oops. There, I put it in chat what I said.
Okay.
Yeah, I do remember that. I do
Yeah.
remember that.
So I keep that text here just in case it ever comes up and they forget. And sometimes I go into her chat, say hi, greet everybody, and move on. If my name ever was, I don't want to be left straggled that I didn't claim my prize. Well, now you know what you do if it ever comes up.
Mm-hmm.
If you're ever there and that happens, make sure you let them know if they do forget.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Because I do remember that now that you said that. I can't remember exactly when, but I do remember it.
It's not the fact of docs. It's not the fact of getting at it. It's the fact of I don't need nothing. So I'd rather just give the wheel a spin and give somebody else a chance.
Yeah, yeah. You know what's funny? This is my first time actually talking to you.
Yes, it is probably.
Well, I'm enjoying the conversation, so.
Oh, you're a great man. I hear you. I hear you in chat all the time. Junior gets more of a kick out of your corner than I do, but he finds it funny. Well, I'm just going to go to the corner now.
I try to go to the corner, but then I keep getting pulled back out.
He's sitting here chuckling his face off. Oh, dear.
I don't know what to say. Except
Well,
for I'm happy.
There's so much to learn on YouTube just listening to people talk. I've gained so much knowledge I can't even express what I've learned.
Well, you know, that's what I've always said too. I've always said we can learn from one another. It's better to talk to each other instead of about each other. Because everybody's got a special talent that we can learn from.
Yes.
Well said.
This morning I got Josh's notification. I sat there for probably an hour just waiting.
Oh.
Well, I appreciate you.com.
Yeah.
You want to hear the funniest thing? Because I'm not always on YouTube. And the funniest thing is, I said, I'm just going to come on here to watch a couple of videos because nothing's really good on TV. And I saw,
You're right.
I saw Josh's notification and I came right on over.
Well, that's great because I think this is the first time I ever really talked to you, James. So that's pretty glad you came up.
I'm glad I came up too, and I thank you for having me. It's funny, it seems like we are brothers.
Yes.
Yeah, we got the same time zone. It's 4 o'clock here as well. 4:05.
It's 4:05 there now.
Yeah.
You're an hour ahead of me. It's only 3:06 here.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's 3:06 here.
It's 3:06 there?
Yeah, Eastern Standard Time. Yeah.
Oh wow! So that's right. Because well, you. I know you're in Canada. I'm gonna say Ontario. I don't want to give too much away.
That's exactly what I have no problem with that. Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
Yeah, because you said you were talking about your occupation in chat one time, and I can't remember if you said something about a Tuesday or something, something to do with a speech or something. I think it was, but you were talking in chat one time about your occupation, and that's how I knew.
Teaching the adult learner. Yeah.
Okay.
What there basically is people on disability or been hurt on the job. They stem off trying to find other work, and I provide that part of training, employment, finding jobs, seek your personal goals, re-educate yourself, all that stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now here, we would call that like rehabilitative services.
Basically the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
got
we
you.
give our education system up here is a class based, no more than 15 people in it per class, so it's great.
Oh, yeah, that is good.
Yeah, because you get to talk to other people's careers. Why do they become an accountant? Why do they want to be a secretary? Why do they want to be a truck driver? You hear everything.
Yeah, now I definitely agree with that because when you've got 15 people in the classroom, it's like you can get to know each student one on one. You can be one on one.
Yeah.
You can be more personable with them, and that'll make
Well,
them want to.
for the last 3 years, it's been about 5 to 7, but
Ah,
it's fantastic. I just love the job. I hate to leave it, but the body says no more, so I gotta go along.
yeah, yeah. The good part is you got a chance to do what you love though for a long time.
Oh
That's
yes.
the part about it. And
So zombie, sorry to cut you off there, James.
you're all right.
Uh,
You're all right.
Zombie Pepper, just be careful about subbing right back to people. YouTube's funny about that. Um, if you sub right back to someone, YouTube kind of likes to take that sub back for some reason. I usually wait till the next day to sub back to somebody. At least watch one of their videos, leave a comment, and give a thumbs up.
Yeah, well, I
YouTube
deal with
a little weird lately.
I got automatic batch files I create, so it always checks my subs. I don't have to worry about it. It just notifies me on the phone. You heard it beeping there a little minute ago.
Right.
Same as my backup. It's all scripted batch files. I just turn the computer on and do what I do.
Right.
And there's nothing worse than going on a computer. Where'd my favorites go? Where'd that file go? My back's up every night at 12 o'clock. Every night.
That's a good system. That's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
system.
Yeah, so if I lose something one day, I can recover it from a previous day's backup. I don't worry about it. And that's one of the things I want to get into here on YouTube about my own panels. About people ask me, "Oh, what are you writing the batch file?" Well, holy smokes! If I started to tell you, I'd be talking for an hour. I could show the batch file, read on screen exactly what's consisted of somehow. I figure all that out yet, but see, that's what I'm saying about learning. Like, this is Josh's panel. He could show something on his computer and share it, stop it, pause it, speed it up, slow it down. If I share something, I got no control from what I've seen.
I think you're sharing it the wrong way.
Okay, let
think
me
you're
just try something.
Sure.
I'm going to share my walk this morning. I just went for about 15-minute walk to the corner and back.
You should see something on your end that says share screen.
All right, let me find the video first before we pull up the wrong thing. Outdoor walk. Here we go. I'll come back here. If I click share, it's not a slide. It is a video file. Oh, if I share the screen and play it, maybe.
That's right.
All right, so I'll have to
And
play it
that way,
first.
if you share screen, then you'll have control over that video once I
Yeah,
add it
because
to my screen.
yesterday I shared the video file. Well, let me try this. I appreciate that, Josh Muchly. So I'm going to open that file up to play it. Stop it here. Oh, no, I got to go over. Oh, boy, there's so much here. Okay, share screen. I know what that all means. How do I share the screen? What's going on here? Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Share.
Oh, that's epic.
Oh, window.
How you doing, Epic?
Hey, Epic, always good to see you.
Okay, I'm going to share the screen. Now, are you seeing that there?
Okay, yeah, I got it here in the basement. Let's put her up on the screen. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Now you should have control of that video.
Okay, I'm gonna push play. Well, I'll be. Oh, I love this. Thank you very much, Josh. Wow. Something's not right here.
All right, I just got to put a banner up right quick to cover my screen because I got Epic coming up, but I don't know if it's him for sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, it's Epic. Okay. How you doing, Epic?
Going on, guys?
Hey.
What's going on, .com? James.
Good to see you, Epic.
See you guys.
Yeah,
There's
I
my
was-
monster.
You can make that big screen on your end, .com, I think.
What, make the video I'm sharing big?
Yeah. So it
How am
takes
I
up
gonna
the
see
whole
my
screen. Yeah, I don't know.
Isn't that big screen? Oh, hang on. Does that
There
make a
you
There
difference?
we go.
You
Yeah,
got
we're
it.
big screen.
You got it.
Anyway, that's my monster I want to get rid of. See that thing?
Oh yeah, that's nice. That's real nice.
No, it's not. It's well, the 4x4 is going to be more money, but anyways, it is a nice truck.
Is this from your body cam?
Yeah, I just tried it out this morning, threw it in my coat, and I got to learn how to place it properly, but it just stuck on my zipper and away it went. Went for a walk.
Wow.
Fuck, you have a nice footage on that for sure.
Yeah.
Take great
There, see,
video.
see that scooter across the road there?
Yeah.
Where that's the gentleman that just passed away 2 days ago. I'm going to buy that off his daughter for her.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Fuck, you guys don't have much snow over there, eh?
Not really. It's pretty much gone now. This lady on the corner on the left, she always leaves that bucket there. I'll bet is full of frozen food or clothing, or she just puts stuff out for people to take. She's an amazing woman.
That helped, yeah.
See, they did our water work this morning down there.
I am
Good
pretty
reading, Doc.
impressed with the camera. It takes really nice video.
Yeah, you can see my zipper there in the bottom left corner. Just got it stuck on the coat.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
I turned the GPS tracking off. That's where all the zeros are. Otherwise, it told me the street I was on, which way I was going, and everything.
Hmm.
How's everything going in Epic's world?
I'm good. I'm just shoveling a lot of fucking snow right now. That's why I'm on mute, because or else it's going to be loud.
There's my
No
scooter there that I
worries.
run around on.
Oh.
It's got 2 cameras on it, full stereo system on it. Then my boy took over the whole backyard here. He said, "Don't go in there, Pops. That's my garden." See See here? He does all this.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's an amazing little kid. Anyways, I'll get rid of this. Oh, how come it's not gone?
There we go. It's gone on our end now.
Mhm.
Why am I still seeing it then? What the heck? That's something to get used to. I appreciate that. Allowing me to share that.
Yeah, I love it. So,
So
Yeah.
I did it wrong yesterday. I shared the wrong thing.
it worked, but it didn't work quite as well, eh?
Well, it gives me education, so now I got a better idea. Yesterday I was trying to stop it and pause it, and I finally told her just close it, get rid of it. I couldn't do nothing on it. Now you know why.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. The size it is here is the size it's there. Wow.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I like looking at different neighborhoods. I enjoyed looking at that.
Yeah.
Take a look at some of my buggy. I sent the kid next door on my buggy. Give him a few bucks and go to get all this for me. He went all through Walmart. He had a heyday.
Oh.
It's on my channel there somewhere. Then I bought another camera for my scooter, and oh my God, was it loud! Oh, you heard every pebble you were running over, and every thought about the sound. Came home, threw it up on YouTube. Oh my God, that's deafening. So I titled it "Mute the Sound, Loud with Scooter."
It's like me. I'm learning something new every day. When I upload a video, I learn how to do something a little different every day.
Yeah. Like the videos I was putting out they were okay, but it takes me four hours to put that thing together. And you get about an hour's worth of watching. What the heck am I doing? It's a lot of work for nothing.
Right.
All the texting, the phrasing, the voiceover I used, it was all work.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that, Josh. I just learned something new.
Oh, that's awesome. Now now that you know how to do it, I'll have you up on panel more sharing videos.
Oh,
I
sure.
can't do it.
Oh, you only got a phone, eh?
Right.
I wish
So
you
when I
weren't so
try to
far
do-
away.
I try to do something else, it kicks me from StreamYard.
Oh, anytime. If I'm ever in chat, even if I'm not on panel, just yell it out. If you need something to share, just give me the link or whatever. Give me access to it, and I'll share it with you. Or share it on your whatever you want to do.
Yeah, well,
I'll
appreciate
do it the
that.
way I did it before, where you have control to stop it. Remember last time I shared, I said share what? Share
Yeah,
video file.
I didn't have actually control to stop it. I only have control to kick it off the screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So whatever it did it did it all on its own. Or was it Myron that brought? No, you put it up. Yeah. So.
Well, couldn't you put that on your channel and share it from your channel or something? How would you do that?
Well, I just go to your channel and then I can click share, and it will kind of post your channel link. So with I got my community page, I can just click and on any one of your videos, and it will bring up the picture of your video and the title. And then I do that with a lot of people's streams, like Myron's stream and
Yeah.
other people that are trying to grow their channel or get their videos out there. I'll share them.
No, I'm not over concerned about the views and stuff. I really, it was just something to kill time.
Yeah.
Trying to get out of the education, find something else to do, and this has been taking up a considerable amount of time, which is all good.
Well, like everybody I've met on someone else's channel. Like IJ, I met her on a different channel than her own. And that's how I found her channel. And I think James, the first time I seen him in chat was on Myron's channel.
And I think that's where I met James, was Myron's too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably the first time Junior yelled out about him being in the corner.
And John Hovitz, I believe I met him on Hippie's channel, and he's been really supportive. He watches a lot of my videos, so I really appreciate him. Even though I mess up his last name every time I say it,
Yeah.
he still comes back, so I appreciate him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, last time I was on Hippies, the boy made up a music app where we paid shares and stuff of different music. So he made up a music app where the host of the show, like you, could say a name of a song or something closer that my algorithm would pick up on and play that song. Or read out a chat. He had it so that you could type a song and it would look for it and play it.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So IJ. Oh, go ahead, James.
That's all right. I was just going to say, I'm sitting here enjoying the conversation. Now it's got me sitting here thinking about how I've met different people. And it's funny, Josh, I didn't run across you sooner because I used to go to Hippies all the time. I even went up on this panel like 4 or 5 times. That's how I met NE Fan.
Oh yeah. I met any fan off of Dirty Mike's channel. I met a lot of good people off of Dirty Mike's channel. It's too bad that we had a fallout, but
Yeah,
It happens.
yeah. You want to hear the funniest thing is I've heard of Dirty Mike, but I've never really watched his channel.
I've never been there. I've heard about it too. And sometimes that's even, we should think before you listen to somebody, well, don't go to that channel. It's just this or that. Well, how can you go with that unless you've been there?
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah, that's. Mm-hmm.
no offense to the ones that are saying that. They may have good reason to, but for me to take that into consideration, don't go to Hippies or don't go here because they're this or that, that's not for me to choose that someone's saying, I don't think.
right.
Exactly. What my mother always told me, don't listen to what they say. Go and find out for yourself. So I'm not going to just sit there. Oh, don't just because you say don't go to so and so's panel or channel doesn't mean I'm going to do it. I'm going to go there and listen for myself. Just because you and that person doesn't get along, don't mean that me and that person won't get along. So no, I'm not going to take the word of others like talking about it.
No. Well, that's, neither here nor there. I mean, I think that, even with Josh's panel here, it's just talking about what we're talking about. No offense to anybody. It's just.
Exactly. We're just talking and carrying on a good discussion. And that's what I think this platform should be about. Just having a good dialogue and learning from one another. I've never been to Canada, but sitting there watching your video, I got a chance to see what it's like. So, hey,
Exactly. No, you've only
yeah.
seen a portion of it. Yeah.
Well, would you believe me if I told you I'm subscribed to this guy, Wonder Rich? Well, anyway, he lives over in London, in England, London, England, and he gets around and rides the different double-decker buses. And I get a kick out of watching that, just seeing
Now
different
that
buildings, the streets, the bus itself. I like stuff like that, just seeing different cultures in different parts of the world.
wow, amazing.
Hmm.
Excuse me for just one moment. Gotta get
Yep.
coffee. Coffee.
I can't think of the name of the channel, James, but there's a channel. There's a few channels out there, but there's one. He hops on trains and he goes
Yes,
all over. He goes all over the
yeah.
world, and
Wow.
it's just amazing. Like he's just a young guy. And I'm sure it's against the law what he's doing, hopping on a train, but it's really a great video to watch. Like it's just amazing. Seeing someone go all over the world and different people he meets, and just pretty neat.
Ah, okay.
IJ and John Hobbit are cooking up a storm in the chat.
Yeah, it's starting to make me hungry. Wow, so Josh, you're an hour ahead of me.
Yeah, I'm in the future. Too bad I couldn't give you the winning lotto tickets, but
Well, the funniest thing is I don't play the lottery. My luck isn't that good, so nah, I say I don't want to take a chance.
right.
So you're in Newfoundland?
Me, I'm in Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia. Okay. See, because I told you, no, I didn't tell you. I used to love geography when I was in like middle and high school. And at one point, I thought about moving to Canada. And so I liked learning a lot about Canada. I don't forgot a lot of it now because of old age. But yeah, I've heard of Nova Scotia. I've heard of Prince Edward Island. I heard of Montreal. I've heard of Ottawa. I heard of Ontario, Quebec. In fact, let's see, I think Montreal is in Quebec. I've heard of Toronto. I heard of Saskatchewan, Alberta, and British Columbia is all the way on the west side.
Yep.
So yeah, I heard it. It seems, from what I heard, the people in Canada are friendlier than they are here in the States, and that's one of the things I liked about it.
Yeah. I'd probably say the same thing, but there's a lot of friendly people in the States because you're one of them.
That's true.
very true. Junior. Oh dear.
And IJ,
James,
she's
what's your
in Chicago.
I've been to Chicago. I've been
what's your
to.
James? What's a song you like? Junior's asked him. He's trying out his playful toy here, working on.
Oh wow, they are like a lot of good songs. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Let me think for a minute.
Put you on the spot.
Well, see, I used to like this song by this group called The Emotions called Flowers. See, I like it all though. I like R&B. I like the older rock and roll. I liked a lot of easy listening. Like some disco.
Yeah, he's got it here. The Emotions.
Mm-hmm. Flowers. Yep, that's what I used to like. I used to like stuff like that.
That's what he's playing. Is it coming through?
Yep, I can hear bits and pieces of it.
Yeah, it's not very loud.com.
That's
Oh,
it.
I see.
That's it.
There we go.
Wow. He knows more about this computer than I do.
Yeah, his toy is working. I like it.
All right. To
John
humor.
Hobbs. He's into heavy metal, AC/DC, and Rob Zombie.
Ah, yeah.
And Junior says, give him a minute.
Yeah, I remember Quiet Riot. You know who I used to love the Police.
Oh, he's bad. What the heck's he got there? Get out of my chair. He's a character. Well, this is a remix.
Ah. I gotta get cooking. John Hobbs. Has John Hobbs ever been up on panel?
He hasn't been up on my panel, but he's always welcome to.
Come on,
Okay.
John. Come on up.
Yeah, if I can do it, you can do it.
More so, if I can do it, anybody can do it.
That's my favorite saying.com. I say that all the time. If I can do it, anybody can.
Yeah, you know who got me on panel the very first time, I believe, was what's his name? Him and Topher Life and Road Dogs.
Oh.
We were talking about bringing people up after a show or something. Yeah, right. That was a joke. So I said, not in my lifetime. He said, come on up. Here's a link. What? So sure enough, we sat for 4 hours talking from 1 o'clock till 5 o'clock in the morning.
I can believe that. The first panel I ever been on, believe it or not, was Paulie Crispy. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And you want to hear the funniest thing? I used to be in chats a lot. And I tried to come up on panel a couple of times, but I couldn't do it because I had an old phone. And it just so happens I ended up getting a new phone in July of last year. And Paulie Crispy was having a panel. And I said, just for the fun of it, I'm going to see if I can go up there. And next thing I know, I was on the screen. I was like, holy.
Yeah, I know, it's exciting.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm up here. Can you hear me? Yeah, buddy, we can hear you.
Well, I think it's fantastic. It is.
Yeah, oh yeah. I was sitting here thinking, let's see, I've been on his panel, and I think that is really where I actually first talked to Silver Diamond. And then when I went on Silver Diamond's panel, that is when I actually talked to Howie Hamster. And then I talked to Midnight, and the funniest thing is, Silver shut down the stream, and we ended up talking for 6 hours straight, which I couldn't believe, but we did it.
Junior's chuckling. He says, "That's the first time I heard him go in the corner." See, must have been you were on a panel or something. He overheard you. He gets such a kick out of that. I mean,
Yeah,
Junior was never sent to the corner, but I don't know what makes him find that so humorous.
yeah. Well, believe it or not, what made me sad was because I was saying something, and then I said, well, I'm finished now. And I don't know why I said it, but I was like, well, I'm going back to my corner now.
Well, you made Junior's life. I'll tell you, he finds that so comical. He must hear it at school or something. Parents
Well, you know,
throwing
the
their
funny,
right along.
the funniest thing is Midnight turned around and said, James, you got to get back in your corner. Because I talked to Midnight sometimes on the phone offline, and he'll say,
Uh,
James, I'm used to hearing you say, get back in your corner.
so it's a running little joke with you. That's good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Junior
what it
obviously
is.
picked up on it. He picked
Yeah.
up on it all himself. Is that James in the corner yet? What?
And see, that's what makes that's what makes YouTube fun. And I was on Epic's panel the other day, and this is my first time on this panel. See, y'all got me sitting here thinking about the different panels I've been on.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, the
'cause
thing about being on a panel, I can go on. I don't know. I didn't want to name anybody. You can go on the worst panel ever. And if you don't like it, just leave.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's what I like about this. It's no different this leave studio button than that X at the top of my screen. I could I'm not interested in this. Goodbye.
exactly. Well, I'll tell you, I was on Hippie's panel one night, and some drama started to happen. And I said, Hippie, I'll see you later. I'm gonna go ahead and drop now. And sure enough, he said, okay, see you later, brother. Sure enough, when I dropped, it seemed like everything fell loose. And I was like, I'm glad I got off panel when I did.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you sense something's not right, just leave.
Yeah. It's funny to sitting here on panel. I'm reading the chat and trying to figure out some of the stuff people are saying. Rather than the other way around, I'm usually involved in the chat and trying to figure out what panel's saying. Now it's the other way around.
Well, wait a minute. Didn't Josh's washing machine break the other day? Josh, didn't your washing machine break the other day or something?
Yeah. It's not something's wrong with the computer. I think it's the lid's locked on it, and I've unplugged it and I've opened up the drain down bottom underneath to see if anything was jammed in the motor, to see if that was giving the washer a mixed signal, and there was nothing blocking that.
Josh, you can ground Junior for what he just said. He's telling him to leave the spin cycle alone.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And see, what's so funny is I heard Josh talking about the washing machine in chat on Marvin's channel. So you see how all the channels are connected somehow? Well,
Oh,
these
yeah.
channels are connected.
Right.
This is so much fun. It's one of my better days I've ever had in a long time. This is
What?
great entertainment. Everybody in chat now that I've learned how to see the chat while I'm yapping.
Oh,
that's
that's
good.
right. Because a couple days ago, you couldn't figure out how to see the chat. I remember that now.
Oh yeah, I was fighting. I wanted this thing's right in my face. How can I see what they're saying? I hear you guys talking. I don't see nothing. So it was full
Oh,
screen.
yeah. Now that's how I was when I first got on pad. I was like, wait a minute, and I was like, I don't think I want to push that X button. But what does this do?
Oh yeah.
I didn't even
Yeah.
learn how to. I didn't even learn how to turn the camera the other way until like month before last, and then I told Midnight about it.
Yeah. A big support for me, I mean, just my opinion, is Friends and Code. That man done more for me than Carter's Got Pills.
Ah,
Oh yeah, I've talked about a little problem. He come on there, I'd let him have a remote on my computer. He just, I don't know, he was just one of those guys where you had that trust. He went here, he went there, and bam, it was working. Oh my God. I'll constantly
Yeah.
support that man. He's just fantastic. I know
see,
where
this is
he's been late little while. He's been kind of invisible lately, but he's got things going on, I guess, in his life, right? Like everybody.
yeah, yeah. This is what makes YouTube fun. Just sitting
Yeah.
there laughing and talking and meeting people from all over the world. It's just fun. This is what I like, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And see, the great part is when y'all talk, it makes me just think about different things, or it brings back certain memories. So yeah, keep on talking.
Yeah. Like my biggest battle is this voice meter he set up for me. Like for me to turn your stream down, I can't go on YouTube and play that volume button because I got you muted there. Your, I guess your sound's coming through StreamYards or whatever. But then
Oh,
there's no volume button there. I have to use this voice meter that he so lovely set up for me. I got to play with its volumes up and down. It's aggravating
with
because it's just another window I didn't need opened. But
so
I'll get used to it.
with StreamYard, I'm able to click on yourpicture.com and I can mute you from my end,
Right.
and I can also edit your mic. So if you're too loud, I can turn you down, or if you're too quiet, I can turn you up.
Oh, that's nice. And I do like the fact of private chat being there. That's kind of a nice thing. It is and it isn't. There's a lot of things you hear on a panel, or I'll throw it in private chat. When you think you're going to talk about it and yap all about the video you're trying to, whatever, you don't get to see it, and they're doing their own little spiel on it.
Yeah.
Why not put it in public chat if you're going to talk about it? So I can click on it, mute you, and go watch it myself.
Yeah, I see that a lot on people's panels as well. They're saying, "Oh, I left a message for you in private chat." I'm like, "Oh man, wonder what it is."
That part of it's fine. I understand. Like with Slowburn was here the other day, I was gladly going to give him my number to call the shop and everything for computers and make contact with him, but to keep it off the YouTube panels.
Right,
Yeah.
that's the good part about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I felt a bit, maybe I upset him or something. I didn't know. I didn't mean nothing by it. Just I'm not going to post stuff like that out in a YouTube chat where there's thousands of people listening and 4 people on panel.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
So
I'll
that
tell
part of the private chat is nice, but private chat should be amongst the people on the panel to share with the people that's in the chat, is the way I see it. With the exception of if I'm going to give you my phone number, I wouldn't dare put it out in public chat. No.
Right.
Yeah, it's a learning experience. Like today, you just taught me how to share a stinking video and have control over it. I couldn't figure out what was going on the other day. I even
I pretty
closed that
much,
video. I even closed that video, and it was still playing. No world's going on here.
and I've been just learning little bits and pieces by, other people's channels and things like that. So we're all learning something, so that's good.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, I really do like the karaoke streams and their talkative streams. They're all good. Like Pugface, I'm big on full support for that man. He just puts it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we all learn.
when you were talking about private chat, I always heard this, but I can't confirm it. I heard that, like, if you, say if you and Josh were on panel, y'all could put something in private chat, but then if I were to come up, I wouldn't be able to see it.
That's
That's what I
exactly what
heard.
I just learned that from Josh the other day.
Okay.
So I guess that's the way it is.
Yeah, so it's actually a pretty neat feature about it, eh?
It is neat.
Oh, as you say, A? Yeah, A?
Yes, A. We're bad for that. A.
It's funny because I don't even realize it until someone says something.
Well, it's all good. It's all good. It's funny, like when somebody from down south comes here, I notice how slow they talk. But then when I go to like Brooklyn, then I'll talk to my buddy and he's like, "You sound slow." And I'll hear myself as I'm talking, and then I'm like, "Man, he's right."
Yeah. You gotta find then Newfoundland people. They can scream up a storm pretty quick in about 3 syllables and 4 sentences.
Well, my buddy from New York, what they talk fast and they don't say didn't. They say didn't.
Yes.
They don't say strength. They say strength. I'm like, no wonder you could talk fast. You half pronouncing the word.
So I was watching channels in the UK, and the same thing. It was like the different way they speak was. It took a little adjusting to get used to.
Yes.
What they were saying. It took my brain a few seconds to say, okay, this is what they just said.
And a few UK auditors, you got to kind of like take a breath when they say something. What the heck did you just say?
Yeah.
The dialect is so different.
Right.
Well, it's funny you said that because I went to Film Boys panel, and I'd say the first day I sat up there for like maybe three hours. The first day I couldn't make heads or tails from what they were saying, but by the
Yeah.
second day I had it down pack, and I noticed they love to call the cops the bacon breath, sausage. When somebody says it's got my piss boiling, that means they're really angry. When they say
Yes.
giving you the piss, that means they're telling a joke. But it's funny because they have different slang and they say it so fast. They'll say, you didn't really get me force boiling over there.
Okay, John. Exactly, yeah. Or what do they call a sidewalk? Footpath or something like that. What the heck's a footpath? One UK thing. You can't stop me from filling on my footpath. A footpath. What the heck's a footpath? It's a sidewalk.
Yeah, they don't say garage. They say a garage, 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 a garage. I'm like, what? Spell it.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean garage? Yeah, that's what I said. Garage, 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 garage.
I noticed another thing we call like we say public property, and they'll say something along the lines of this is free land. I could something along those lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I get a kick out of listening to Howie Hamster. Because Howie Hamster is from the UK, So I get a kick out of listening to him talk. Yeah.
I think it'd be this stream was really great today, and I think maybe we should end it and go over to Myron's stream and
let's do that. That'd be great.
yeah. So again, everybody in chat and everybody up on panel, I appreciate everybody, and it was an awesome show today.
Yes, it was. I enjoyed being here. I hate to tell you this, but I want you to tell Myron I said hello for. Well, no, you know what I may do? I may go to Silver's for an hour, then come to Myron's for an hour. That's what I may just do.
Put them both on your phone.
Yeah, that's what I should do. That's what I should do.
Well, James, it's been a real pleasure having the opportunity to talk with you and get to know you a bit. Josh, your panel is second to none. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Dog.
We'll see you over at Myron's then.
All right.
Sounds good.
Peace, everybody.
Sounds good. And take care. And again, I enjoyed myself. So I'll be back for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Right on.
Okay. Take care, guys.
Take care, my friends.
Right on. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Appreciate you all, and hope to see you over at Myron's channel.
This is not a dream. I've got the reach and the teeth of a killing machine, with a need to bleed you when the light goes green. Best believe I'm in the zone to be, from a yin to my yang to Z. Put a grin on my chin when you come to me, cause I'll win, I'm a one of a kind, and I'll bring death to the place you're about to be. Another river of blood running under my feet, forged in a fire lit long ago. Stand next to me, you'll never stand alone. I'm last to leave, but the first to go. Lord, make me dead before you make me whole. I feed on the fear of the devil inside, of the enemy faces in my sight. Aim with a hand, shoot with a mind, kill with a heart like Arctic ice.
I am a soldier and I'm marching on.
I am a soldier and I'm marching on.
I am a warrior, this is my song.
I am a warrior and this is my song. I'm bask in the glow of the rising war, lay waste to the ground of an enemy shore. Wade through the blood spilled on the floor, and if another one stands, I'll kill some more. Bullet in the breach and a fire in me, like a cigarette thrown to gasoline. If death don't bring you fear, I swear you'll fear these marching feet. Come to the nightmare, come to me, deep down in the dark where the devil be. In the mall where the jaws and the razor teeth, where the brimstone burns and the angel weeps. Roll to the gods if I cross your path, and my silhouette hangs like a body bag. Hope is a moment now long past, the shadow of death is the one I cast. I am a soldier and I'm marching on. I am a warrior
We're going to cut out their living guts and use them to grease the treads of our tanks. We're going to murder those lousy bastards by the bushel.